Good afternoon. We are back. It's been a little bit. Louis, how you feeling?
I'm good now.
Good now?
Yeah.
Louis was a little sick. I was crazy busy at work. We haven't got to do the things that we've been wanting to do. But we're finally at that part, like we said in the last video, where things are gonna start to come together. We're taking big steps, big leaps, all the things that me and Louis been waiting for, but you guys probably been waiting for too. We're just gonna get right into it. We have a whole bunch of parts laid out for this video, probably between tonight and tomorrow, because we're starting pretty late, but you know, we're busy people. We don't do this full time, you know. One day, hopefully, keep the likes coming in, the comments, and the subscriptions, and hopefully we can do this all the time for you guys. But for now, it's late, so we're gonna jump right into it. Got a lot of parts back from Powder Coat today. Fine Cell Coatings. Hit up Regal for all your powder coating needs. I'll put something here with his IG or something for Louis to put in. Make sure you hit him up. Fast turnaround time, everything looks amazing. I can't wait to get it on the motor. Let's get right into it. Let's start with our valve covers, I think. Kind of get the top of the motor flowing. We can put our clear cover back on at that point. Our pulleys finally came in. We mentioned that last video. We've been waiting on our pulleys. So we did all the accessories with no pulleys. We have our new pulleys. Let's just dive in. I didn't even unwrap any of this stuff yet. Literally picked it up this afternoon from Powder Coat. I've been waiting on Powder Coat too. Not that I've been waiting on him to do it, I just gave it to him really late, kind of on me. But we were kind of finicky about what colors we wanted to do and the theme of the car, so the white hits. The white hits like crazy. Imagine I just dropped it. White. We went with white valve covers. Probably gonna add a little spice and pizzazz to these, but hell yeah. Get the other one open. We have our fresh gasket. We gotta get some type of spicy oil cap. Damn. The white just hits. All right. That looks good. Kobe. Okay. 1J people, do this first. Don't powder coat it and then do it. Take this out before you powder coat it.
If you're using the push lock.
Yeah, if you're gonna change them out, you know. Do it first. Do that before you powder coat, because that's scary. That's scary. Goddamn. All right, the reason behind us doing that though, right? Bam, radium. They make this nice piece. It's a push-in, converts it to AN fitting to go to our catch can. It's gonna be nice, and with that, we no longer need the factory hose nipples. Should just push in, right?
Yeah. It's tight?
It's tight. Should you put some lube in it?
You put a little bit of oil.
Put a little lube, should I spit on it?
Hey, yo!
Do I have lube here?
You have oil?
Yeah, I have some oil, yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at the geometry. Yeah, there's a thick little lip of powder in there. My bread idea getting fucking white valve covers. Hot. Oh. Hope this side's easier. Worked up a sweat that I get for skipping the gym today. I think I said that last video too. I'm gonna start going to the gym. I've been going. I think I mentioned it. Because I think I was like mad sore last video and tired. But that's kind of gone away. I'm feeling good. This one, there's not that much powder in here, so hopefully this one slides on a little nicer, you know? Slide it right on.
Looks good.
Looks good, bud. Together. Louis teaching me as we go along actually. So we have a little lip here. make sure that you RTV it because the seal might not seal it all the way. So you don't want it to leak. Little RTV there, and all the points where the cam lobes come up 90 degrees, make sure you throw some RTV down there too. Just because the seat might not be perfect, you don't want any leaks, any gremlins, you know. Next important step, all the hardware is here, we have to torque it. These valve covers are prone to cracking. It is a known thing for 1Js, the valve covers crack if you don't torque it. We looked it up, it's 60 something pounds per inch. It's like 6 foot-pounds is what we're going for. So torque wrench, 6 foot-pounds, let it click, and that's it. There's no specific sequence, but a lot of people say to start from the inside, work your way out. Go around the outside, and do it that way. So let's torque this down and just get back into more fun stuff because I want to see the rest of this come together now. All right, what we've been waiting for probably 2 months is these pulleys. Titan Motorsports killed it. I think it was worth the wait. The black, I think, is gonna go crazy. So I'm not even gonna waste time. Let's just get into it. I have the tensioner out. Start the tensioner. Let's get real. This is not gonna be fun. No, it'll be all right. Everything's great. So we have our factory hardware and we have Drift Motion's manifold and full turbo kit, essentially. So the factory hardware, the studs are pretty long. Drift Motion specs us to reuse these. There's nothing wrong with them other than they're not new. Me and Louis like new things. They are a little long. So Drift Motion provides us with 3 new studs and 3, I guess you would say these are like thin-walled nuts. Basically, where 3 of these studs go into the head, it's tight. We took a quick look before. We wanted to mock this up, have everything prepared, so when we go to put it together for you guys, we have the best information to provide. And it's gonna be tight. So they give us the shorter studs with the thin nuts to put 1, 2, and 3. That's where those are supposed to go. Just because of how tight the fitment's gonna be once we get the manifold onto the head. I went out and bought all new studs anyway, just because I like things to look new. I have all new hardware, and I think we're just gonna stud the whole head, all with the same length studs, which are to spec of the new ones from Drift Motion. That's the only way it's gonna happen. We're gonna have to walk it on little by little. Yeah, I know. I see your face. I'm not looking forward to it either, but let's just walk it on. Let's just get it over with. This is gonna be the hardest part of today, so. This is the pinnacle moment of this build. It's gonna be tight. Turbo, the moment we've been waiting for. It's finally on, right? Damn, it looks good. I can look at this all day. We put an AN port in the factory oil feed, and then we blocked off the one for the second turbo because it's single. That's done, and now we just have to do the drain. So the drain is going in the factory spot, the billet part that we showed you, and an AN fitting, and we have our line that we have to measure to the right length for it to come from the bottom of the turbo back to the oil pan. We kind of pre-measured it, got it where we want it. We kind of measured this out together, and it's gonna be something like this. So we gotta cut this to length, double check the measurement before we put it into this AN fitting. Lock in our fittings, tighten them up, and we can finally officially mount the turbo on the car. We've teased you with this like twice already, so it's about time that we just do it. For now, this is coming back off, and we gotta take the line back out, cut it to length, double check it, back in the car it goes for the last time. Return line, very close to the manifold. Manifold gets very hot. We like heat protection. I remember on my S13, I used to like burn through these. So, Vibrant Faction Motorsports have this heat sleeving. I took my line there and just measured it to the size I needed. Fortunate enough to have a shop 15 minutes away that I can do that with, but if not, they label it. So this is for 7/8. Get the size you need. We're gonna cut it to the length we need, cut it with a scissor, flip it right over the AN fittings, and we have heat protection on our return line for the oil. Like we said, it's really close to hot items. The manifold gets hot. So we heat wrap that, which I kind of was told is not great for the manifold. So I guess we're gonna be test dummies and see how it goes. How long will the manifold last if we heat wrap it? Apparently they crack a lot easier when you do that. So we're gonna find that out. But in the meantime, we're gonna get this heat wrapped. And once that's heat wrapped, we're good to go. The feed line's ready, the return line's ready, and we have our hardware to mount the turbo. So I'm excited. Let's get this shit going. I gotta get a table. All the other guys that do YouTube have a nice little table that they set up when they do stuff like this. And there's me, crisscross applesauce. I come to kindergarten. Update. Last video. I was like, damn, I should really get Chase Bay's AN wrenches. Well, I got them. We scratched those fittings up pretty good. We talked about it last time, you know? No shame, live and learn. So we got some AN wrenches now. And we can tighten our AN lines scratch free, make everything look nice. So I'm happy about that. Oh. One of those. This is the one I was telling you is gonna suck. How long have we fought with this, Louis?
It's been a while already.
It's probably been a good hour and a half of us fighting with this one nut. We just made this. When you go to install this turbo, it's gonna be very easy to wanna just pop these three on and be like, all right, now what are we gonna do with the last one, right? Start with the hardest one. I'm gonna just tell you that now, because if these were all tight, I don't think we'd be able to do this. I'm able to move the turbo enough to kind of squeeze these in here. But basically, we had to custom make this tool, 14 millimeter. We just shaved it down so it's a little thinner, and it's able to fit in between the cold side and the hot side of the turbo. And then we have this damn near 90-degree angle 14 that we're using. And basically I have to alternate between these two in about that much of an increment of a turn to get the nut tight. If you do get a drift motion turbo kit, be prepared to struggle with this just a little bit, just a touch in the beginning, you know. Honestly, we probably could have made it better. If you take the face off of the turbo, probably get to that nut a lot easier than what we went through. But we didn't want to do that, so we made our custom tools. Did you get a close-up of that already? Our nice thin wall 14 mil. You know the heat's on. I'm gonna go run and turn it off. You ready? So loud. This is useless now too. We made it too weak. Can't use it. But it got us through what we needed to get through. Drain lines back on. And now let's just throw the feet on real quick, because why not? do the wastegate, Turbo Smart, Hypergate, 45 mil. I saw Jimmy post about this gate and it looked really nice. I liked it a lot, so I went and got one for our setup as well. D-band setup, super simple. Yeah, we kind of did all of our pre-thinking about how we wanted things to run and line up. Very easy. Don't forget your firing ring, goes in here. Forget that, you're gonna have a bad time on the dyno. Our neighbors are working, so you're gonna have a bad time on the dyno if you forget this, because you're just gonna leak all your boost pressure, whatever. So this goes in here. Freaking dump pipe come down right here. That's gonna be exciting. We also got a wastegate blanket from Funk Motorsports. So we have a turbo blanket from them, which we're gonna put on a little bit, but once we mount this in here, I'm not gonna be able to get this on, so we're gonna mount the wastegate with the blanket all together. This, yeah, that's fire. Shout out Funk for this one. That fits really good too. This is like a universal wastegate blanket. You kind of just order it to the size that you want. It fits really good for a universal piece for a wastegate. So I like that. We have another piece from Drift Motion. We're on the other side of the motor, by the way. Move to the other side of the motor. Turbo side's finally done. We're gonna start from the bottom, work our way up. Starting from the bottom, we have our oil filter housing. Factory, this is what we got factory. This would be in here. There's a notch in this. Oh, that went in my sock. Whatever, we're not using this anymore. This is ancient technology, is what this is. Drift Motion makes a oil cooler adapter plate that will replace the factory cooler heater setup thing. We've kind of just been messing around with the AN fittings, seeing the best way we're gonna run the line, so we kind of had it prepared for talking with you guys about it. This is gonna mount in here, in the factory location of that. And we're gonna have our two lines come out, feed and return, to eventually go to our oil cooler when we mock it up in the car. We kind of matched up our fittings where we want them. Now we have to just go through with our new Chase Bays AN wrenches that I got and tighten the fittings down.
Cadence.
Lube up everything. Everything fits better with lube. It looks good.
It does.
The black filter kind of hits. So all we have left is a pressure sensor. That was the whole point in getting the sandwich plate, so we can run our pressure sensor. Of course, running the Link ECU, we're gonna run a Link sensor. This block you can kind of position any way you want. We positioned it so we can have our sensor running back this way into the harness, and that's gonna get screwed right into here. We're just gonna tighten it up later. We're gonna do the sensors all together because we have our pressure sensor, we have our water temp sensor, we have all our Link sensors over there. We just brought it over here to make sure that it's gonna fit. Of course it does, 180 MPT. So we'll tighten everything sensor wise at a later time. But test fit, that's where that's gonna go. And this system is pretty much written off, other than having to make our lines going to the cooler. But we have to mock up the cooler, and that's another day. That's another day. But what we do have today is our runners and our intake plenum and our throttle body. That's something I've been waiting to see on this motor for a long time, because that's the time that this looks like an engine again. Like we're there, you know, it looks good, especially this side, but it's missing something. And that something just happened to get back from getting walnut blasted. I think it's time we show it off, get it on the car. So, come on. Oh, look at this walnut job. Clientele coatings. If you're in the North Jersey area, anywhere around here you don't know where to go to get your things powder coated, hit up Regal, hit up Clientele. He will do a great job for you. And he did a great job just blasting these. We wanted them to look OEM, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Got our little IAC here that we deleted with the Blox Oil plate. Let me tighten these up. And he did this bracket in black. Kind of mounted it already because I couldn't like not do it. I was too excited. But let's get this Blox Oil plate all tightened up. Let's get our runners and see how it's gonna look. I gotta show you something.
My sweat?
We talked about.
Oh. My bad. Nah, come on, go.
Anyways, yo, last video talked about line management. Gonna get the Vibrant bonded clamps to help with the power steering lines, and we did that. So just wanted to show you guys real quick. We have Vibrant's bonded clamps. Got one here, put that up, here. Oh, and a sway bar too. Sway bar we had powder coated also by Clientele Coatings. So that's I put that in off camera. I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't really wait, so I got excited. Got horny to see it, you know. That's just what it is. I think that about wraps it up for today, right? So we have a 1J that is complete. I know last time I said I wanted to put it in this video, but there is some final touches I do want to do before we actually drop it back into the car. So next video, we're gonna do those things and get the 1J back into the car. But for today, I hope the anticipation for you guys has been as great as it has been for me to get all these parts on the motor, because that's the exciting part, you know. We did all the hard work, all the grunt work, chugged through it, you know, has to get done, but this is what we've been working up to. Turbo, the new plenum, the manifold, everything just coming together. And next video, going back into the car so we can start routing our lines and get the trans back in and get this car back on the track. That's where it should be. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.